guys. You did better that first time around. Come on, come on. Good time, good time. All right. So, I guess I kind of forgot a little tiny bit I wanted to express, I guess, or share with you about what we're doing. So each dancer that's coming out into the center, they're doing their own offering. And part of that offering is, you see that little short dance at the beginning and at the end of the larger dance, the longer dance. And in our language we call it the nahuiolin, the 4 movements, or el permiso. So as indigenous people, which a lot of us have forgot, is the importance of asking for permission in order to perform some sacred acts. Asking permission from this earth to step on her. Asking for permission from our ancestors and from the Creator in order to be here and share. And then to give thanks, right? We have to learn that again, because we've lost track of that. And that is our core, our base. That is how we can give a foundation to our children and our youth, and not just as indigenous people, but to all people, because it's important for us to understand that as indigenous people, the reason, or part of that reason why it was so easy to conquer us, is because we had such big hearts. We let people in. We believed in taking care of each other, and we have to focus on that today. Today, not hate, not anger. It's there, but as long as it's there, it's going to destroy us, not them. Okay, unity, right? And that dance that was done, they call it caballito, because we have to understand that whatever it was that happened and however it came about, the fact of the matter is we can't change it. We can't go back in time and make things change, but we can change what we do and our perceptions and how we want the future for our children to be. And if we want it to be good, then we have to do good. We have to share good. All right? Thank you. We're going to continue. right, thank you. So we call this dance yaut or guerrero in our language. It's a warrior's dance. Whenever I share about this dance, what I try to make clear is the difference and the discipline and respect that a warrior had to carry. And so there is a big difference between a warrior and a soldier. Soldiers were taught when they go into the military, how we understand things now is they have to follow orders. Strict orders, you really shouldn't be questioning those orders. And some of our soldiers do questionable things that give them what is known as PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome. That's why they come home like that. Warriors were told, in our culture anyway, in our nation, that they are to defend life at all costs. And when you come from a destructive society or philosophy or way of understanding, then you think, oh yeah, kill. But we weren't like that. And my point when I say this is because I'm trying to help change the narrative that is in history about all Native people as us, as these savages, these people that just were out of control over here. And we weren't. Defend life, protect life at all costs means you do everything possible to prevent the loss of life, because life is sacred. All life is sacred. That's how our warriors were taught. They were taught, if you take a life, that is actually something really bad. So you have to go above and beyond. That's why I say discipline and respect, right? And that is what we're here doing today. We're being warriors of light, warriors of love, warriors of hope, warriors of change. Because in order to change things, we have to have everybody involved, because we're looking at things on a global scale now. We're not just able to look at our own little communities. Everybody's affected by everything that's happening. And the people, the ones that are going to truly suffer, if us adults and the older generations can't get it together, are the kids. Think about it. They're going to be the ones that are going to inherit a mess. And they are going in. It's already happening. But we have a chance. We have to believe in hope. We have to believe in love. We have to believe in light, because it's there and it's possible. And today is the way to resist how we are today, because we're here and we're celebrating life, our life as Indigenous people. We still exist. One last dance. Thank you. So, the name of this dance in our language, we call it tlet or shokwat. For us, well, this is a fire dance, so that's the first thing I'm going to tell you. This is a fire dance. For us as indigenous people, the fire isn't just some kind of element that's there and it burns. It warms things up. It's a spirit. It's a creative spirit. Our people understood, in order for life to have started on this earth, it took fire mixing with water. We have a word for that in our language called atlachinoli. Atlachinoli is the mixture of fire and water to create life. This is before science figured it out.
Hello.
All of us indigenous people had an understanding of how the elements worked because we made a relationship with them, because they have life. They are alive. And what we used to do with this fire, traditionally, we would do this dance in accordance with our calendrical count, which, by the way, is the most accurate calendar system created by any nation or any people on earth. Our people created it. We do not have to account for days by having leap year. We don't have to, because we understood the precision in which the universe was moving, that our calendar was able to keep up with it. And this is a calendar that goes in a cycle of 52. And every 52 years, they would put out the fires all across our land. And then they would relight a new one. And everybody would come and take the fire from that main fire back to their homes or back to their villages, wherever they came from. And yes, I mean running with fire, taking it back to your village, however far that was. What that represents is a cleansing, a rebirth, renewal. That's how fire works if you really understand it in its natural form. When there's forest fires, people nowadays are so afraid of everything. They say, oh my God, everything is destroyed. No, things they get burned down. But what you need to understand is that charcoal, when it's left over, it makes the land twice as fertile as it was before. So what comes out behind it is even more growth, even more life. And that is what we're trying to do here, is share that idea of rebirth and renewal. Because you don't need to wait every 52 years to do it. All you have to do is make an understanding with that fire. And I say that because a lot of us here today are probably carrying guilt, regret, trauma, pain, hurt, and we're looking for an outlet and we don't know how, because this system doesn't provide it. The system wants us to remain incapable of feeling good, incapable of feeling loved, so that way you look at the person next to you and you say, I think I'm going to talk to that person. No, we say, angry about everything and everything's making me mad and I'm unhappy and I'm sick and we don't have to live that way. It's a choice, and it's hard because they took it from us. We had it. We had it as indigenous people and they took it from us, but we have to claim it back. Every single day of your life, every single day of your life, ask for forgiveness if you make a mistake. It's pretty simple. Correct your behaviors, right? That's why we're celebrating today. Not to be hateful, not to be mean and hurtful, because that's what they want, because it maintains division. We want happiness and joy, beauty, love, and light for all people regardless of your beliefs, your age, your sex, what your sexual orientation is, your gender, doesn't matter. We all have to feel happy, and we all deserve that right. We're going to close off saluting these four directions one more time, giving thanks to our ancestors and giving thanks to the spirits of this land, and giving thanks to all of your ancestors as well, because you're here participating live. You're here, and if you want to join us, all you got to do is stand up and salute these four directions with us. Thank you.